This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. It's always very much appreciated. Only a couple of days to go now until the next round of Classic, so I'm going to try and sneak on a horse right at the last moment today. A horse that is based in America and is looking like a hopeful runner in the Belmont Stakes, which this year is held at Saratoga in New York as opposed to Belmont. But before that, where can people find these horses? ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is the place to find them. You'll see that they're all divided up nicely into where they are trained at the moment. You'll see you've got Australia, UK, Ireland, France, the USA and Japan at the moment. Hoping to sneak on a couple of German horses at some point, maybe, if I can find some horses. But you'll see there's a roll of honour sort of as well. Every horse that's on the site. The races they'd won before I entered them have all been put on the site. 2-year-old only races and 3-year-old races as well. When we do the 3-year-old and above races, obviously they'll be down there as well, and I will update it throughout the year. All things being equal, which very often they're not. So as a consequence, things are like that sort of get left behind sometimes. On occasions, I do try and do it as and when I can, though. Right. Let's take a look at this horse then quickly. This is quite a quick one because I don't really need to show you much today. Baeza is the name of the horse, a colt, foaled on May the 13th, 2022, sired by McKinsey out of a dam called Puka, who herself is by Big Brown. This horse Baeza is trained by John A. Sheriffs and owned by CRK Stable LLC and Grandview Equine, who also bred the horse. Consigned by Runnymede Farm, the horse was sold to Maybury Farm at the auction, Keeneland yearling sale for $1,200,000 US dollars. Lot 669 it was at the Keeneland September sale. People will see this is an interesting one because it's one of the rare ones I do on my videos that didn't win last time out. Very rare in all of my videos. The horse didn't get off the mark until the third time of asking on February the 14th this year, where the race we're going to take a look at later in a minute at Santa Anita. But since then, the horse has gone from strength to strength. The horse has been placed in 2 Group 1 races. The horse was placed in the Group 1 Santa Anita Derby in April, and that was enough to get a horse a run as a reserve in the Kentucky Derby itself. And Baeza, you have to say, ran a very creditable race that day to finish third at Churchill Downs. The horse didn't run in the Preakness, and he hasn't ran since the Kentucky Derby. So this entry here in the Belmont Stakes could be the last chance for him to get Classic Glory this year, the last leg of the US Triple Crown. I know for some people like to take a look at these things on the Racing Post. You'll see that the runs are both given Racing Post ratings of 118. The runway was second, beaten 3/4 of a length by Journalism in the Santa Anita Derby, the Preakness winner and Kentucky Derby runner-up. And then third of 19, beaten a length and 3/4 by Sovereignty. Again, Racing Post rating of 118. Sovereignty, the Classic Watch 2025 winner of the Kentucky Derby, who reopposes in the Belmont as well. So, Baeza must have some sort. He's proven himself a top-class Group 1 horse, hasn't he, really? He's been very close, within 2 lengths of both Classic winners, despite only having won a maiden on his third start, when he beat Mellencamp by 4 3/4 lengths. A race, like I said, we're going to take a look at due course. The horse Baeza, you'll see everything is up to date there. He's already earned $648,500 US dollars in his career, nearly half of what they paid for him, despite only winning once. And you'll see there his 2 placed efforts are already there as well. Very interesting horse, Baeza. Dam line 5G. People will see. So that is where we need to do. Like I said, we only need to look at one dam today. And then I will show you where we sit on the historical dam line for what it's worth. And then we will watch Baeza win at Santa Anita. And that will be the end of the video. Before we get to the damn Puka, though, we're looking at classic winners. That's the thing with this horse, Dornoch. A colt born in 2021, sired by Good Magic, out of Puka. Classic Watch 24 hero, Dornoch, managed to run 10 times in his career, 5 wins and 2 seconds. Earnings of $2,427,275 US dollars in his career. Dornoch actually won this race last year, the Belmont Stakes of 2024. He also won the Group 1 Haskell Stakes and the Group 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes. And at 2, the horse beat Sierra Leone in the Group 2 Remsen Stakes of 2023. The horse is at stud now for a fee of $40,000. No horses on the ground as of yet. If that's not enough, we have to look at Mage, a horse born in 2020. Also sired by Good Magic, out of Puka. Mage raced 7 times in his career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third. Earnings of $2,507,450 US dollars. Among Mage's 2 victories were victories in the Kentucky Derby of 2023. This horse was also second in the Group 1 Florida Derby, second in the Haskell, and third classic placed in the Preakness at Pimlico as well. This horse at stud for a fee of $25,000 at the moment at Airdrie Stud. Again, no horses on the ground as of yet for Mage. But this horse here, Baeza, is related to 2 classic winners. This one isn't by Good Magic, so by McKinsey. That's the only difference. No pressure, McKinsey. Then it's finished second in 2 Group 1 races. Can this horse win the Belmont like his half brother, Dornoch? That's the question really that people are asking. There's not many opportunities left for the horse. The dam now of the horse, Puka, a mare born in 2012, owned by John Stewart and bred by Jerry Crawford and Paul Popper Jr. The good filly. She's a stakes winning Group 2 placed in the Gazelle Stakes of 2014. She actually raced 17 times in her career, 4 wins, 2 seconds and a third, 7 of 17 in the first 3. And she earned $299,406 US dollars in her career. $2.9 million private sale, 2023 Keeneland November breeding stock sale. As we say, she is the dam of Kentucky Derby winner Mage and his full brother, 2024 Belmont Stakes winner Dornoch. Brilliant. What a pedigree. 2 immediate classic winners. Historical dam line, really. Dam line 5G. We have to go back quite a way, really, to get on it for some reason. Some horses are like that. The 10th dam bonus, I think, is where we fall off on this one, because the 9th dam Alms is on there. I think bonus and Alms actually are not on there, but you've got the other horse before that actually is the 11th dam. I think is the first one, Remembrance. You'll see there, no, bonus is on there and Alms, sorry. And then it kind of falls off. So we're at the 9th dam. There's no sign of a quick touch that I can see. Oh, there she is. I must be going a bit blind today. Funny old world, isn't it? I couldn't spot these earlier. Quick touch, Capulet and Style. Let's see if we're on there as well. Capulet, Style, we are. So we're some way around here. But all these horses will be covered in the video that I did on Dornoch to save going up to looking too much at the pedigree. I should imagine a lot of those horses will be looked at in more detail in that video. So what I will do is I will insert a video card now into this video on Dornoch now. And then all we can do is close a couple of tabs down to save on CPU and see if we think that Baeza is a classic winner or not. I think this horse is probably going to run in the Belmont. The horse is they're not really like European racing. They enter them a week in advance and they tend to stick to what they do in the main. So this dual Group 1 placed, already classic placed horse, could he give us another decent run in the Belmont? Obviously, the only race we can watch is the 3rd run on the 14th of February to see the horse win. And then we will see what we think of that run and then try and come to some sort of conclusion.
And they're off. Mellencamp and Varney sharing the early lead. Flying Private is aggressively ridden for speed. Westwood on the outside. Baeza is next. Mellencamp drops off the early tempo. Rank is at the back of the field. Rounding the first turn, Flying Private was intent on getting to the front and has done so. Taking up there and pulling up, basically, is Varney. Number 3, Varney, has pulled out of the race. So it is Flying Private setting the tempo. Baeza is now right up alongside the challenge in second. Those two heads apart. 2 more back to Westwood in third. Mellencamp on the fence in fourth. Rank is in fifth. And the favorite was pulled out of it, Varney, down the back stretch. And it's Flying Private opening up again to lead it by 2. Barrios comfortable aboard Baeza in second. Then Mellencamp on the rail in third. Followed by Rank, who's on the inside of rivals. Westwood just outside of him. Heading to the 3/8 pole, Flying Private a length and a half. Baeza in second. Westwood making an early bid. There goes Westwood now as Baeza takes the lead. Baeza takes the lead. Westwood moves into second. Flying Private dropping out of it. Then Mellencamp and Rank. They have a quarter of a mile to go. And it's Baeza just in front. Challenged by Westwood in second. Rank swings to the outside. Then Mellencamp top of the stretch. And Baeza goes on strongly. Mellencamp comes through on the inside to take second. Westwood is just outside of him. And then Rank. They're coming to the 16th pole, and Baeza stretches his legs out and is in a powerful performance here. Baeza makes short work of the competition by 5. Mellencamp second, Westwood third.
Yeah, hard not really to disagree with what the commentator said there. I mean, the horse was one on the bridle there, hasn't it? Won very comfortably on the day, Baeza. You see that he tried to get a lead on the horse, didn't he? You can see that quite clearly, that he was more than happy to not lead in the early stages of the race, but nothing could really sustain the pace that Baeza wanted to go at, I think, there. It was fair to say that the leader was fairly cooked quite early on, turning into the straight, and after being left in front, I thought once the jockey made the mind up for the horse, Baeza, I thought he went about his business quite well there. He was never really asked a serious question in the race, though. He was asked much serious questions in them 2 Grade 1 places that followed this race. But yeah, you have to say there that the horse did that nicely, I think it's fair to say. Is Baeza a classic horse? Well, I think he's already proved that he is. You know, it's only the fact that I don't look at every US maiden and don't follow dams out there before they race that I missed this one. Obviously, identifying Dornoch last year. If I'd have seen this one, I'd have followed it from the start. So I finally noticed him in the Kentucky Derby. I don't know what I was doing in the Santa Anita Derby. I probably didn't look at that. It didn't win. But I didn't look at every horse in that race, obviously. But I missed it that day, but caught it in the Kentucky Derby. So we've got Baeza on side nicely in time for the Belmont, which hopefully the horse will take his chance in and run well for us. Is he good enough to beat other horses in the race? Well, time will tell. I think it's not a bad renewal this year. Both classic winners, Journalism and Sovereignty, the first 2 home in the Kentucky Derby, have turned up. So it's looking like it's going to be a decent renewal of the Belmont. I think Baeza is a worthy candidate. Right, I think we can leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody. Under 15 minutes, that's jolly good. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the video. What I'll do is I'll leave a copy of all the Classic Watch 24 possibles, so you can take a look at them at your leisure. I will also leave an opportunity for everybody who's watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to the channel yet. I'll leave you all an opportunity to do so as well. But for now, I think we can think about leaving this video. Fantastic weekend of racing coming up, really starting on Friday with the UK Oaks tomorrow. Then it's the UK Derby, Queensland Raid Classics as well overnight. And then we've got the Belmont Stakes and the UK Derby on Saturday. So a very interesting weekend coming up. We'll leave this video here now, though. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Have a fantastic weekend upcoming. Take care and goodbye.